A new episode of the Onion SportsDome is next on Comedy.
You're in the SportsDome. Hop aboard, because this is a runaway train filled with sports, and it's running headlong into another train also filled with sports.
Yep, it's hopeless. Even if you're able to somehow climb on board and get to the caboose by climbing up along the top of the train till you get to the engine room, you're still going to be incinerated by the heat of the coal furnace.
Chugga, chugga, choo-choo. This SportsDome is steaming into the terminal.
Coming up tonight, UConn women's basketball coach Gino Auriemma honored for his career of yelling at young girls.
Bud Selig's going to stop by to share some tips on how to properly rumple a suit.
And Lance Armstrong angrily denies accusations that he ever dated Sheryl Crow. The dome is springing fully formed from Zeus's skull, and it hurts bad. SportsDome's happening.
You are here in the Dome, and we are sending you elsewhere right off the bat because there's a fight in Vegas that may enter the boxing history books. Hector Ansada and Kent Sutter are only 3 rounds into their fight at the MGM Grand, and it's looking like there is a very good chance Sutter may die in the ring. David Marlette is ringside with more. Davey, don't want to jinx it, but how close are we to seeing a man get punched to death?
Guys, we just finished the 3rd round here, and the crowd is already buzzing. Things are looking good. Sutter is pushing 40. He's had dozens of brain-damaging concussions in his career, and this ref is coming off his 2nd suspension for letting fights go on far too long.
Exciting.
The stars are aligning.
Sutter looks like he's getting destroyed out there, David.
Yeah.
43 punches to the head and neck so far. He's in trouble, guys. I think he's gonna die.
We're looking at a vicious combination from the end of the 3rd round. Deadly stuff.
And this crowd is loving it. They know they may be witnessing a man lose his life tonight. Sutter is just one solid cross or uppercut away from catastrophic brain injury.
Well, all we can do now is hope he leaves that ring a corpse.
Fingers crossed.
David, we'll check back in with you soon.
Sounds good, guys.
Exciting stuff.
Yes.
Of course, no boxer has died in the ring since Horatio Tolliver back in 2001.
Very exciting fight, great fight, highest rated in pay-per-view history. All right, we're going to take you to the top of the Dome. After months of speculation and hype, the big day is almost here. Los Angeles Lakers star Kobe Bryant will officially unveil his newest personality tomorrow. We are now joined by NBA insider David Belling. David, give us the scoop. Who's Kobe going to be next?
Hey, guys, that's the big secret, but he's never disappointed us in the past.
No, he's not.
Broke into the league as the boyish wunderkind,
Right.
transitioned nicely to Shaq's goofy second banana, then the disgruntled trade demander, to his current veteran that pretends he has a reason to play with a chip on his shoulder.
Come on, David, don't forget Black Mamba.
Oh, yes, the Mamba, yes, the kitschy faux assassin. That was a huge fan favorite.
I liked
My
it.
favorite.
So Kobe's getting older, but
Yes.
you wouldn't know it with the speed he's blowing through personalities.
Nope.
How does he do it?
For a lot of other guys, all-stars even, there's a wall of genuine human soul there they can't push through.
Yeah.
Kobe's got nothing like that. He's just a void.
Now, this is the first time Kobe's introduced a new personality mid-season.
Yeah.
How are the rest of the players going to react? Any word?
Well, look, when Kobe changed over from repentant accused rapist to a guy who only passes the ball to teammates to make a point, it took him a few games to adjust to this spiteful play.
That's true.
And don't forget, guys, Kobe has total control over the Lakers. He could just demand everyone else change their personalities.
Right, stand out and seem like the only authentic one. That makes good sense.
True. Look, either way, Phil Jackson says that he's coached a dozen Kobes over the years. He's confident he can keep the new one in check with snide comments in the media.
All right. Thanks, David.
You got it.
That's damn big news.
And hey, speaking of big announcements, my synth punk band's got quite the big gig at the Orbit Room on Saturday night. AR. It's finally going to be the night that you check out me and the rest of Deadly Chemistry.
Saturday's going to be tough.
All right. Well, I could put you on the list if you want.
Almost certainly won't be there, but that'd be great if you could.
Fair enough.
All right, the Dome can smell fear and highlights, and right now it is sniffing a big one. Huge matchup in the world of late-night home shopping temptation last night. Dental secretary Ann Folger went head-to-head with a desire for junk she doesn't need and can't afford. Let's get to the action.
QVC's been dominating this matchup, sapping Ann's bank account for years. Things start to heat up at 3 a.m. QVC comes out strong with some Wizard of Oz merchandise. Ann barely plays defense, says she'll see if they have anything new.
Setting herself up to get burned.
Sure enough, a little later,
Hi, I'm calling about the ceramic Yellow Brick Road music box.
But at the last second, she denies. QVC says, you know what? Don't need it. Already have a couple.
Nice save.
Jump ahead now, 4:30, and trying to run out the clock, but QVC comes back blazing with a set of hand-painted dolphin figurines.
Know your opponent and loves dolphin.
And holds on, though, flips the channel, and boom! Finds a Monk marathon on USA.
Always forget about Monk, but he's there when you need him.
Almost has the W, but Monk goes to commercial and flips back to QVC. Sees an 80-ounce pitcher with fruit infuser, and that's all she wrote, folks.
Yes, I'd like to buy a fruit infuser.
Buys one for herself, one for her mother.
She's gonna hate herself tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
I've waged some unsuccessful battles against QVC myself. Entire wardrobe was purchased over the phone.
Well, in that case, I disagree. That is all success. Please, stay forever snazzy, AR.
Thanks.
Domer's commercials are a rare and beautiful thing. Enjoy them, won't you?
But stick around. Ken Griffey Jr. is coming out of retirement for one last hamstring injury. Don't miss it.
I was in the mall.
Are you ready for the mid-season?
This is a total blowout.
Starting to turn things around.
The NBA on OSN. Don't sleep on the meat of the season. You never know which games will turn out to matter, so you gotta watch each one.
These guys are continuing to dominate as they have all season.
Putting in a workmanlike performance.
It's not the playoffs. Nah, there's too much action for that. Who's poised to take control of the NBA title race? The Heat, the Lakers, the Celtics, the Magic, the Suns, the Bulls, the Spurs, the Mavs, or another team. Every team has a shot at this point to win it all. Mid-season action on OSN, where nothing's been decided.
Let me tell you, this is your lucky day.
Because funny never goes out of style.
Oh, this is different.
There's a channel where TV's timeless hits.
This is great.
Fabulous.
And classic movies.
Pretty good, huh? Very nice.
Shine.
Well, you're gonna love it.
Well, let's check it out.
Comedy gold. Enjoy a free preview coming in February.
Daryl? 2-1, we'll do it.
Because the best accident protection is accident avoidance, the STAR safety system comes standard on all 2011 Toyota vehicles. The STAR safety system consists of 6 accident avoidance technologies, and Toyota is the first full-line manufacturer to offer all of these safety features as standard on all 2011 models, including the new 2011 Corolla. Safety just got safer. Go to toyota.ca to learn more about the STAR safety system.
Sheets or bar? How do you get your bounce?
I'm a sheets girl, but I don't just put them in the dryer. I put them in shoes, freshen up the car, put them in vases. Girl, I've been putting them for as long as I can remember.
How do you get your bounce?
Sheets, I put them.
Sheets or bar? How do you get your bounce?
Good thing I'm a bar person because my laundry's at home with my in-laws. But if they forget the dryer sheet, laundry's still fresh. The rest of the house? Exactly.
How do you get your bounce?
Love the bar.
Know what a mechanic is? A hitman.
They do assignments. Gangbangers, terrorists, designated targets.
I could do that. I've always had this anger. Now I have a place to put it.
The Mechanic. In theaters Friday.
Slow down there, son. Do you know how fast you were going? Not fast enough to escape the dome. Welcome back.
1 second. It's all the time it takes to fall in love or steal a car, if you're good.
And now that 1 second could change your life with OSN's 1 Second Chance Super Bowl contest.
We bought 1 second of Primo ad space during next week's Super Bowl broadcast, and it's going to go to the viewer who submits the video that best shows just how much they love OSN. Check out today's top vote getter. Yeah! Nice job, guys.
All right, cool. Okay, now let's check back in with David Marlette covering that Ansata Sutter bout where Kent Sutter may die at any moment. David, do we have a corpse yet?
Guys, as you can see here on the OSN Vital Link, Sutter's brain has just begun to hemorrhage.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Moments ago, Ensada delivered this punch.
Oh,
nice.
That is good stuff.
That one punch disrupted half the vascular tissue in Sutter's head and shut down the entire right side of his body.
Sweet.
All right, David, I understand there was a close call with Sutter's wife?
Yes, she rushed the ring and begged the ref to call the match, but luckily, when Sutter was asked if he wanted to quit, he gave no response, and the fight was able to continue.
Great news.
Yeah.
Ensada's got to be careful, though. If Sutter experiences total brain death, he may just collapse under his own weight and get counted out.
Well, question becomes, can he keep it together long enough to die rather than just pass out?
Let's hope.
Looks like we're going to find out soon. They just showed a doctor standing by with the death certificate on the Jumbotron, and you can hear the crowd's reaction to that.
Oh, they smell the death in the air. Thanks, David.
You got it.
Now, back to hoops. We've got the tallest players in NBA history. Time for your daily dose of the 10 best. Number 10, Creeks Lauderdale knew how to bring the tall. Guy gave him 7 feet and he said, give me another 4 inches to make it right.
Number 9, Ralph Sampson. Big tall Ralph.
10 NBA seasons, he was tall in all of them. Number 8,
Ricky Smith carried the Pacers on his shoulders to the 2000 finals.
Not big shoulders, but they were way up in the air. Insane.
He was insanely tall. Number 7, Mark Eaton.
Yeah, I'd say he did a lot to eat, but that doesn't make you tall.
Nope, your mama makes you tall. End of discussion.
Oh, yeah. Number 6, Slavko Vranic. Look at Slavko, talling it to the hoop.
Dude is just tall.
A little controversy at number 5.
Nevin, he was tall, but he wasn't Slavko tall. Come on.
Says here he was 7'5".
Yeah, in heels.
All right, buddy, easy. Okay, number 4, Sean Bradley, 7'6", and he wore it well.
I swear to God, when he was playing, he was the tallest player in the game. Not exaggerated.
Number 3 might have something to say about that. Yao Ming.
Tall as the day is long.
Love Yao. I love watching him be tall.
Yep, no number 2, though, because we got a tie for number 1.
George Murison, I think this guy invented tall.
Woke up one day, told his wife, I got an idea about this thing called tall.
Let's not forget about our other number 1, the king of the tall, the tallest of the tall, Manute Bol.
Rest in peace.
Simply too tall.
Blood couldn't get to that heart. Just awful to watch.
All right, from the tallest heights, we now go to the wide open plains of West Texas, where the only thing bigger than high school football is documentaries about high school football. Mark Howell takes us inside the bench.
Reed, Texas, population 16,000, home to Reed High's famed Warriors football team, the 11-time Class AA state champions, and subject of more than 60 documentaries about small-town football.
Reed High has just 800 students and the team only 40. Yet in those numbers, documentarians have followed or created stories of class struggles, the generational divide, a bright linebacker using football as a way to get out, a contested rape case, the emotional first game after 9/11, and an examination of Jim Crow's effect on zoning laws.
If you're from Reed, you grow up dreaming of getting on that field and standing there while the crew gets the perfect low-angle shot of you looking real serious while the sun sets.
I was on the line on that team in learning to read, and I know no matter what happens, I've got brothers for life from the guys on that film crew.
As the documentary crews collected their final footage, we visited Reed on the most important day of their shooting schedule, the final game. Adding to the stakes of the shoot is the fact that Reed's game is against their hated rivals from Grandville South, who are being filmed for a much larger documentary.
Boys, when you go out there, I don't want you to do it for yourselves. I don't want you to do it for your uniform. I want you to do it for that film crew right there. That's right. They came all the way out from LA and New York and left their families behind to get up at 6 a.m. every morning to shoot footage of us practicing football. That's who I want you to do it for. Bring it on in. On the count of 3, Warriors. 1, 2, 3, Warriors!
The game was a back-and-forth affair.
When Granville's film crew would capture a dramatic fourth down conversion on film, the Reed crew would answer with a scintillating "you are there" shot of the team recovering a miracle fumble.
With Reed trailing 2017 and seconds winding down, running back Malcolm Grant saw a hole and was tackled 3 inches short of the end zone. Ball game over, film over.
Oh yeah, it's always hard knowing you have to wait till next fall for football documentary season, but we've got some weird racial issues going on with the basketball team, and hopefully that'll tide us over till next year.
From inside the bench, I'm Mark Howell.
Inspiring stuff. I love being inspired by sports.
All right, Delmers. Break time, sending out a quick MySpace blast to the Deadly Chemistry diehards. We've got about 433 friends now. Who is going to be lucky number 500? Is it you? Log on, find out, click around. There's some fun little features we put in there.
And after the break, we've got an interview with a 12-year-old boy who tried to become the youngest billionaire to balloon around the world. The Dome's breaking out the soft shoe to entertain those commercials. Stick with it.
The Green Hornet is the #1 movie in the world 2 weeks in a row.
Oh, yeah.
It's hilarious. A blast. 4 stars. Amazing 3D. The most fun you'll have at the movies this season. Yeah!
Does the scorching pain of acid reflux wake you up at night? The pain is caused by stomach acid splashing up into your esophagus. For fast, effective relief, doctors recommend Gaviscon. You can feel Gaviscon's foaming action as soon as you take it. It goes to work fast and forms a protective barrier that helps block acid from splashing up, so you can get back to sleep in no time. Whether it's day or night, get fast relief from acid reflux. Trust doctor-recommended Gaviscon. This has been Medifacts for Gaviscon.
Get more road with best-in-class fuel economy. Introducing RVR, the new compact crossover from Mitsubishi.
What was that?
Oh, nothing.
Let the sky in with a panoramic roof. The new Mitsubishi RVR, starting from $21,998.
Listerine Total Care, doing it all in one bottle. It will help maintain healthy gums, strengthen tooth enamel, reduce plaque, help keep teeth white, kill germs that cause gingivitis, and freshen your breath. Listerine Total Care, the all-in-one mouthwash.
The confusion, the sluggishness, the excess napping, the confusion. They say I have the turkey brain.
Turkey brain. We all get it this time of year. Makes you slow and sick of turkey leftovers. But one visit to Boston Pizza for something that isn't turkey, and your turkey brain's gone.
I should have seen it coming. You're such a little slut.
I'm crazy.
I believe you.
Yeah.
I never should have married you!
Ah! You bastard! I hate you! I hate you! I hate you!
What are they? Let the roasting begin!
Hello! This is the best day of my life!
Ah! What just happened? You can't argue with the laughs.
What kind of network are you running there in Canada?
Cool poll. Always love peeping what the folks at home think. All right, coming up later, Manu Ginobili has flopped through the Earth's surface to its molten core. Who's going to take his free throws for him? We'll tell you. But first, ready?
I am ready.
Go.
Hey, Domers, think you got what it takes?
That's 1 second.
1 second. That's all you got, people. OSN's 1 second chance Super Bowl contest is what I'm talking about. And you know the drill. Shoot a 1 second commercial. And you know what? You can be part of Super Bowl history.
Yes, sir. Let's check some of those hot vids you are adding right now.
Just want to say,
oh! Yes! It's pretty good.
Fantastic.
Watch out for words with more than one syllable, though.
Good point. Got 1 second, so make it count.
I could watch those all day. Speaking of something I could watch all day, it's the incomparable Melissa Wells. Melissa, you are one Wells no one is going to get to the bottom of.
Funny.
Yes. FYI, for your information, Deadly Chemistry at the Orbit Room this Saturday. Shaping up to be a pretty great show. Pretty nasty, pretty good.
Saw the flyer on my desk, didn't get a chance to read it.
All right, well, flyers are what you put up on the Cat's Gone Missing. That was actually a show card. Made it myself on the Photoshop. Check the back. There's no Vistaprint logo. I spent an extra $20 on that. But it was worth it, I think, because it really makes it. All right, Wellesley, to you. Do it up. Thank you.
The cost of a commercial during the Pro Bowl has reached a record high this year, with 30-second spots fetching close to $700. Kitchen utensil companies and anti-bloating medications are shelling out the cash to reach Pro Bowl watching demographics like sports fans who have no contact with their families, heavy drinkers who fall asleep with the TV on, and the elderly. The commercials are one of the biggest attractions for the game's 650 50-person viewership, and we're told that Murray's Discount Carpets is looking to top its famous 2010 ad. Let's take a look.
It's a Pro Bowl party at Murray's Discount Carpets. It's Murray! Our competitors can't tackle our prices.
Of particular interest, of course, will be the National Suicide Prevention Hotline commercial, which always gets a very strong response from Pro Bowl viewers. Back to you, Mark.
Thanks, Wellesley. You know, you are always on the Deadly Chemistry guest list, so if your schedule clears, you know what to do. But right now, it is time to see if one man's analysis can stand up to a pile of dissenting opinions. This is The Pile-On.
This is The Pile-On. You know how it works. 10 analysts on one side of the issue, 1 analyst on the other. Conover, are you ready to take on the pile?
Bring it on.
Pile? Yep. Let's do this. Craig, PGA Tour in full swing. How many majors does Tiger win this year?
I tell you, I think he's back. I got him down for 2.
2?
That's
Are
right.
you kidding? Tiger's done. He's old and he's a mess.
Have you watched any golf in the past year?
Okay, I hear what you're saying, but Tiger's got a chip on his shoulder, and that chip is what allowed him.
Well played, experts. That is 1 point for the pile. All right, con man, let's hit the ice. Can Ovechkin, who's still looking for his first cup, carry the Caps? Conover.
I don't think so. He hasn't shown he can carry a team the way Sidney Crosby can. Now, Sidney Crosby is a real leader on the ice.
He's got Malkin.
No. I'm actually not saying that Crosby is doing it alone, but what I am saying.
This is just wasting time
coming out of your
road
to a speech
therapist. What I'm trying to say,
stuttering idiot.
Please, you're not even addressing my arguments here.
You, sir, are ignorant. The sooner you admit this, the better off we'll all be.
There you go, Ed.
That's 2-0 for the pile. Sorry, Craig. Opening up a huge lead. Let's throw 3 more men on the pile.
Right.
Craig, time to move the pile. Convince these 13 analysts they should be rooting for the Heat or else you get shouted down.
Okay, I will. I realize no one likes how they came together, but you can actually argue that it was selfish. Because it was Dwayne Wade's team.
Are you kidding me?
And he was willing to give that distinction to LeBron. That's the definition of selfless.
You would be so out of touch. Are you?
Okay. Fine.
He's out of touch. Point for the pile. Conover, last shot here. Still a couple weeks till spring training, but who do you see in the World Series?
I got to go Phillies.
There it is, Phillies.
How can you not pick the Yankees? Are you kidding me? The Yankees every year. You got pinstripes. You want those pinstripes all the way.
And that's the pile on. Let's send it back to my best man if I ever decide to settle down. Mark Shepard. Take a Shepard.
Thanks, AR. Surprised you wouldn't choose your brother, but I am honored. Okay, boys, okay? Settle it down. Gotta keep the peace in the pile. Pile is no good if people are getting hurt. I don't want to say that again. All right, Domers. NHL Hall of Fame's been sold to Ripley's, believe it or not. Check out the slight cosmetic changes when the Dome makes its triumphant return.
Before twilight, before true blood, one vampire seduced and terrorized a generation from beyond the grave.
Oh, boy, scary stuff, huh, kids? Oh, did you see that?
SCTV is on the air Saturdays and Sundays at 6 on Comedy.
All right, so it wasn't so scary.
I love you guys. I mean, just, you know, the whole heist thing, just putting jewels in teddy bears. This guy's wearing a wire the whole time, right? Look at that, he's wearing a wire. All right, let's do this, right, before my wife changes her mind. Go.
Your favorite movies right when you want them. Watch unlimited movies and TV episodes instantly through your game console or other devices. All for only $8 a month from Netflix.
Whoops, no sequel for that guy.
If you think all batteries are the same, consider this. When a tornado tore through Holly, Colorado, Air Life Denver took to the air. Their night vision goggles keeping them safe on a perilous flight. And powering those precision goggles is the only battery Air Life trusts. Duracell, trusted everywhere.
Look for new Duracell Ultra Advanced, now with even more power to protect.
We're looking for a team player, someone that can bake cookies for the staff.
I don't bake.
Not even chocolate chip.
You sound kind of young.
You sound kind of young. I don't think you're the right fit here.
Back downstairs, mister. Sorry about that. My son's in our office daycare.
Oh, you have daycare.
See beyond the job posting. Get an inside view of what makes each employer unique. Workopolis, time to shine.
Introducing McDonald's new Bacon Chicken Snack Wrap, only $1.99. That's the value of McDonald's.
Action.
The nastier the better.
What are the odds an alcoholic gets cast in a show about a car that drives itself?
Oh, yes, baby. It's a little bit smug.
Hola.
Fred and Angelina are having a garage sale. Look at this.
Yeah, I said it. Hey, what's up? Did you ever belch and almost puke?
Could you act your way out of this for me really quick?
Kiss it.
Why is the word awesome? You just gotta watch an avalanche, see a big wave, see a croc move fast, see a snake strike, and see the torrential rain in the jungle where you can't even hear yourself think. It is awesome.
Welcome back to the Dome. Quick update on that deadly chem gig. Just found out we are pushed back to 10 p.m. We're going on after the Moon Doctors, but please do not get it twisted. We did not get bumped for them. If anything, now they're opening for us. AR, what kind of music you into these days?
No time for chit-chat. We're taking a live look at the Ansada Sutter fight. David Marlette, what do you have for us? Give us some good news.
Guys, we may have something here. Sutter has been lying completely motionless for minutes now.
Great news, Dave-O. Do we have an RIP confirmed?
Well, doctors are still checking him, but that's what it looks like now. Ansada sent Sutter down for good in the 11th with a hard shot right to the crown.
Death blow if I've ever seen one.
And Sutter has been, well, now wait a second. We have some action in the ring here. The paramedics coming in. The doctors. Guys, I think we found a pulse.
Oh, terrible. No.
Crowd is not happy. They're really letting him hear it now. They did not come here to see both of these men live to exit this ring.
That is a major disappointment. Looks like he might even be conscious there, Dave.
Well, he'll probably slip into a coma or bleed out on the way to the hospital, but that's little consolation to the people here who wanted to see Sutter zipped up into a body bag and carried away like so much rubbish.
That is a letdown.
Sad stuff, Davey. Hey, you did everything you could but jump into the ring and kill him yourself. Thank you.
All right, guys.
What a disappointment.
Yes, indeed. Well, sometimes someone dies a violent death, and sometimes you lose.
That is right, my friend. Tell you what else isn't dead. OSN contest. Domers, keep uploading those 1-second ads and vote for your favorites with OSN Fan Vote. Let's see what's currently in the top 3 after 15 days of voting.
Check out your front runners.
I'm not wearing.
Like that stuff a lot. Remember, there's still time. We want to hear why you love OSN.
We know it's difficult to compress all your love for OSN into 1 second, but if Quantum Leap taught us anything, it is that all points in time are touching each other at once. Don't forget that.
Breaking round ball news on a deal that just came across the wires. The Portland Trail Blazers have traded $4 million in cash to the Clippers in exchange for $6 million in cash.
We're joined by OSN insider Reggie Greengrass. Hello. So, Reg, this is a pretty straightforward deal. Who got the best on this one?
Well, I'd say the Blazers definitely got the better haul cash-wise, as they got a larger amount.
Sure, okay.
Although the Clippers didn't make out as well on a pure cash level, this move does clear up cap space so they can add more cash down the line.
So LA's thinking long-term.
Yes, the team has been very clear about their stated goal. They want to add more cash.
Portland has a pile of cash to a roster that needed some cash. Are they done dealing?
I don't think so. They've been talking to Chicago about sending some cash over there for a 2016 draft pick and some cash.
I had thought that that deal was dead because Chicago didn't want to part with that cash.
That's right. It is for now, but if the Blazers sweeten the deal with a little cash or maybe Luke Babbitt, now you're getting somewhere.
All right, Reggie, I think we're going to have to buy all that because you just broke it down. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, AR and I have reached the 30-minute mark of this 6-hour Sports Dome.
That's right, and I'd say this calls for a little celebration. I brought in a bunch of fireworks, so I'm going to light them off.
I am pretty sure the network said you should not do that. Do you remember that conversation?
Yeah, they said, do you really think that's a good idea? I do.
Yeah, well, that means no.
No means no, Shep.
You got that right, buddy. All right, 5.5 more hours of Dome ahead. Sit tight.
This is a very important
Do you know someone in your family that needs to watch their pulse or their blood pressure? It's something that's very, very important to do. Their health. This is a very important one. Do you know someone in your family that needs to watch their pulse or their blood pressure? It's something that's very, very important to do. We have, back again, a blood pressure monitor. Okay, here it is. This is a pulse monitor, a blood pressure machine.
A new episode of the Onion SportsDome. Tonight at